4 legal challenges against the passage of the controversial Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2024 has been heard at the Accra High Court today. Amanda Odoi and Richard Delasky have filed cases directly at the Supreme Court questioning the bill's passage. Additionally, Paul Sefa and Prince Obri Kranting have brought separate challenges to the High Court. President Akufo-Addo has restrained himself from signing the bill until these outstanding cases are cleared, a position the minority in Parliament have condemned. But the Judicial Service is allowing the media full access to the hearing today. And my colleague Lateef Idrisu, member of the Legal Affairs Desk, has been in court. He joins me now with more. Lateef, how did it go in court today?
Aisha, so it's a bit noisy here. I'm just trying to see if I understood your question, whether or not the case has been heard yet.
Yes, I want to know how it went in court. Was that your question,
Aisha?
I want to know how proceedings went in court because we know the case has been heard.
Yes, so it was a very brief proceedings, Aisha. All parties sat, and in fact, let's reiterate the fact that this is a historic moment with regards to the reshaping the judicial frontiers of the Republic of Ghana. For the first time in the history of this country, TV cameras were allowed into the High Court. The High Court, we know for the Supreme Court, as a result of the petitions in the elections, we've had 2 live broadcasts from the Supreme Court. And then we had this LGBTQ one adding on top of it, making it 3. But for the first time in the history of this country, we had live TV cameras in the High Court covering the proceedings of this anti-LGBTQ bill, which the president has so far refused to sign into law. It was a very brief proceedings. We know both parties have made their oral submissions, and so today the court has given them up until July 29 to submit their written submissions. So the plaintiff has up until July 4 to submit his written submission. Then the Attorney General and the Speaker of Parliament also have up until 29th of July to file their written submission. So on the 29th of July, the court will reconvene, and then a determination will be made on this matter, and then we will know how the trial will proceed, Aisha.
Now, it's foreseen, but the Judicial Service has granted the media full access to court proceedings. Tell us how it felt like today in court.
Well, so like I mentioned, you know, the Supreme Court has already broken that ceiling, if you like. It's the apex. So once the apex court has done that, coming down to the High Court isn't such a novel, if you like, but it is new. It has never happened in the High Court. It was interesting to find out we didn't have a lot of media outlets covering this historic day. There were just about 3 or 4 cameras in the courthouse, in the courtroom, and just a handful of journalists who sat through the proceedings. Like I mentioned, it's because the Supreme Court has already broken that ceiling. So the High Court doing it isn't such a novel, but it is historic, we must put on record.
Thank you, Lateef Idrisu, member of our Legal Affairs Desk here on Joy News. Now, let's